rain is an unending cycle of nature. So is a song or a poem in the poet or a singer. Rain beautifies the nature, while a song or a poem satisfies the mind. Today's topic will be The Voice of the Rain by Walt Whitman. Stay tuned, watch the video till the end, and we're going to discuss on this particular poem written by an American poet, Walt Whitman, which is The Voice of the Rain. Walt Whitman was an American poet, essayist, and a journalist. He is among the most influential poets of the American canon, and he is often called the father of free verse. That's a big name for him. So today we are going to discuss his poem, The Voice of the Rain. This poem, The Voice of the Rain, is about the music created by the sound of rain, through which he tries to metaphorize poetry or song. While trying to build up a comparison between the rain and the song, the poet has used the simple phenomenon of water cycle. We all know about water cycle. What is water cycle? It's due to heat that the water on the earth, in the sea or ocean, rises up in the form of cloud or water vapor, and then it reaches to the sky, it forms a cloud, and then it comes back in the form of rain. So this is water cycle. It originates from the earth and it goes up, it hovers around, it comes back, it falls back as rain and comes back to its own original place. This is the simple phenomenon of water cycle. In the poem, the poet imagines to have a conversation with the rain, and then he tries to translate the strange language of the rain, the voice of the rain, into words so that we can understand. Strange enough, the rain answers to the poet in the form of words which the poet can understand. So here, when we read the poem, it goes like this. And who art thou? Said I to the soft falling shower. The poet is asking to the soft falling rain, who are you? Who art thou means who are you? Then, strangely, the rain replies to the poet. So here in the next line it says, which strange to tell, gave me an answer. That means strange enough. It is strange to tell that rain replies to your question. This strange answer is translated like this by the poet. Okay, the rain says like this. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Eternal I rise impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. Upward to heaven, whence vaguely formed, altogether changed, and yet the same. I descend to leave the droughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. So let's see. The rain tells that it is the poem of the earth. The rain tells us that it originates from the earth. Okay, how it originates? As I have told you, we have discussed about the water cycle, how the water is evaporated due to heat, and then it goes up in the sky and form cloud, and then comes back in the form of rain. So here, the same way, the rain is explaining about itself. What the rain says is that impalpable, we cannot touch. That means impalpable means something that we cannot touch. We are not able to touch that. Okay, so eternal I rise impalpable. Eternal means endlessly, continuously. Okay, the rain rises from the earth in the form of vapor, and it says out of the land and bottomless sea. It rises from the land also, from the soil also. The moisture rises up from the soil when the soil is heated, and in the ocean, in the sea also, the vapor rises up in the same way. So it goes upward to heaven, and it says whence, from where. Okay, whence, vaguely formed. Upward in heaven, there in heaven, in the sky. That means it forms cloud, vaguely formed, it says. Not visible, not clear, not very clear, but it slowly forms, okay? Altogether changed, and then now the nature of water has changed into the form of cloud, and still it is water. Even if it is cloud, it is still water. In water it is H2O, in the cloud also still it is H2O, okay? The same chemistry remains. So altogether the rain changes itself from cloud in the form of big droplets of rain, and then it falls back, it comes down. It says, I descend to lave the droughts. Lave means bath or wash. When the rain comes, it washes the whole of the earth. The dust particles, the atoms, small particles are all washed down, okay? Washed away. So it is a kind of cleaning and beautifying, freeing from all kinds of dirts. And then another idea is when the rain comes, the latent and unborn seeds, the seeds which were dormant, and if there had not been any moisture or water, then those seeds would have remained mere seeds. It would not have grown into a new plant or a new tree. So that's what we understand. When the rain comes, the seeds become alive and they sprout into new plants. Okay? So that's what the poet says here. The rain says, and all that in them without me were seeds only. Without rain on the earth, everything will remain as seeds only. Latent, unborn, dormant and unborn. So the rain says again, and forever by day and night I give back life to my own origin. From the place that I have originated, from there I rise day and night, and I come back in the form of rain, and then give life to the place of my birth, place of my origin. That's what it is. And make pure and beautify it. Subsequently, it gives life also, it purifies also from the dirt, and it beautifies also. When winter comes, we know winter is taken as the season of death by the poets. And we see that the plants are drying up because there is less moisture in the soil. And that's why it needs rain. So during spring, when the rain starts coming back, you know what happens? Again, trees come to life, flowers bloom, birds sing. So that's how it is. The art is made beautiful because of rain. And the last two lines that ends the poem here is written in bracket. Okay? Why? The reason is because these lines are not spoken by the rain. It is the words or the judgment or the opinion given by the poet. It says, for song issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment, wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. The poet says, song is similar to the rain. Just as the rain starts from the earth, its origin place, goes up in the sky, forms cloud, comes back in the form of rain, and beautifies its origin place. The song or a poem is like that. It originates in the singer's mind or in the poet's mind. Then when it is sang, the song goes out. It fulfills the aim. What is the aim of the rain? The aim of the rain is to come back to the art and beautify it. Here, as we know, the rain doesn't care if anyone likes it or doesn't like it. It doesn't care about it. But then it tries to fulfill its aim. The rain completes its own work and fulfills the aim. Just like that, the poet doesn't care whether somebody likes the song, somebody is interested with the song, nothing of it. The song goes out with an aim. So it says, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. Whether liked or not liked, still the song fulfills its aim. It goes out, originating from the singer's heart. From the singer, it goes out. It travels across. Just like the rain in the form of vapor, first of all, and then in the form of cloud, and then again in the form of rain it comes down. The song originates from the heart, it goes out, and then it travels across to fulfill the aim, and then it comes back with due love for the singer. It says, duly with love returns. With lots of love, with due love for the singer, for its original place, for its birthplace. It says, duly with love returns. The song goes out, fulfill its aim, and with lots of love, it comes back to the poet or to the singer. Okay, this is how the poet has drawn a comparison between the rain and a song or a poem, and tried to explain the similarities of actions done by the rain and the poem or a song. This is the poem. I hope you have understood it. And now I'm going to discuss other important aspects of this poem, like the poetic techniques, the theme, and the devices used in writing this poem. Now let us see the theme of this poem. The theme of the poem, The Voice of the Rain, by Walt Whitman, is the impact created by a piece of poem or a song. Trying to explain this very idea, the poet has used a scientific and natural phenomenon of water cycle to create an analogy between the rain and a song or a poem. This is all about what music or song or a poem can trigger impact on the mind. In the poem, it is called My Own Origin or Its Birthplace. The rain beautifies its origin place, that is the art, while a poem or a song satisfies the poet or a singer, its origin place. Now let us talk about the technique of writing this poem. The first technique is free verse. The poet has not used any form of rhyme scheme in writing this poem. The poem is written in free verse, and Walt Whitman is often credited to have invented this technique of writing poem, and often called the father of free verse. Talking about the second technique, it is the use of archaic words. Archaic words means the old-fashioned words. The poet has used many archaic words here in this poem, and this can be seen in the first line itself, art thou, which is art means are and thou means you. And you will also find a word which is whence, which means from where. And then you can also find words like ragged, unragged. Ragged means pay heed or listen to, unragged means unheard or not listened to. Now let us talk about the visible poetic devices used in writing this poem. Personification is the first ever device used in this poem, starting with the title itself. In the title of the poem, The Voice of the Rain, the poet has used personification. Here, voice, which is a human attached quality, does not originally belong to rain, but humans. Therefore, by attaching human quality to the rain, the poet has personified it. The next device used in this poem is metaphor. Metaphor is a device through which, while comparing two different objects having similar qualities, one is replaced for the other. Here, the poet has directly replaced song or poetry with rain in the concluding lines of the poem. The idea of water cycle is the complete representation of a song. So, the complete idea of this poem is built on a metaphor. Well, the next device is rhetorical question. Rhetorical question is a question asked in order to create a dramatic effect or to make a point rather than to get an answer. And who art thou is the beginning line of the poem, which the poet asked not in an intention to get an answer. So this is rhetorical question. And the next device is imagery. Imagery means visually descriptive or figurative language. By the use of a word, we are bound to imagine a picture in our mind. Here, soft falling shower is an imagery because we are made to imagine the rain, how it is falling. So this is called imagery. The next device is hyperbole. Hyperbole means when a description of a true object is exaggerated or overly described. Here, bottomless sea is overly described, while the simple truth is that the sea has bottom or a floor. So this kind of exaggerated expressions of words are called hyperbole. Now the sixth device is alliteration. Alliteration means the occurrence of same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. Here, soft falling shower with beginning S sounds, strange to tell with a T are examples of alliteration. More examples can be seen in the poem, and these are actually some often found or common occurrences in writing a poem. The next is consonance. Consonance means repetition of consonant sounds in words that are close to one another in a text at the beginning, middle, or end of words. Here, soft falling shower with beginning S and F sounds, strange to tell with a T in all three words and in the land and the bottomless sea. The final D of land and an S in the bottomless sea are consonances. More examples can be seen in the poem. Alright, coming to the next device, it is assonance. Now, basically, consonance and assonance do not have much difference between. Assonance goes with vowel sounds and consonance goes with consonant sounds. This is the basic difference. Assonance means the use of repeated vowel sounds in words that are close to one another in a text at the beginning, middle, or end of words. It adds a sing-song musical quality to a poem. Here, in upward to heaven, whence vaguely formed, altogether changed and yet the same. In this line, the phonetical vowel sound A in heaven, whence, vaguely, altogether, changed, yet, and same is predominant. You can follow this pattern and find more examples in the text regarding assonance and consonance. Now, this is the last one that I'm going to discuss on this poem, Anaphora. Anaphora is a repetition of a word or expression at the beginning of successive phrases, clauses, sentences, or verses, especially for rhetorical or poetic effect. Here, 7th and 8th lines start with and. This is anaphora, meaning when different lines are actually starting with the same word or same phrase. Okay? Well, if you still have confusions regarding all these devices, you can write to me in the comment box and I'll try to help you out. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel, give a like and share it.